So remember the guitar that I said that I got and I was
Yeah.
gonna learn how to play?
Yeah.
So I just sold the guitar to someone who will have much more use from it. So I think it was a good thing. It just wasn't my instrument.
It wasn't your instrument.
My fingers hurt, my neck hurt. It
That is
felt
so
awkward
true.
playing it. Yeah, no, guitar's not for me. So
Okay.
so long.
How do you know they'll make more use of it?
Cause they're giving it to a friend as a gift, and the friend used to play the guitar. Actually, the guy who's buying it plays the piano, and his dad and his brother play the guitar. So they're like a little family band.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
Okay. Good for them.
Okay, what are we talking about today?
Green flags.
Yep, green flags everywhere.
Caleb thinks I'm avoiding something.
Yeah, because you didn't want to do it, it seemed like.
Let's see how it goes.
Okay.
You can go first.
Green flags. We'll start with like in a professional like work / academic setting.
Sure.
Like when you're working with like a group. First of all, what role do you play in that group? And then what are like the good stuff you look for in your group members? Yeah.
And I think, I think
Two-part
it would be
question.
nice to talk about something that isn't just direct. Like, obviously, it's nice if someone hands all their work in on time,
Yeah,
right?
okay, obviously.
Yeah, we're gonna find more subtle ones. Honestly, for me, when I'm working in a group, it depends what the group kind of needs. Like, if the group is lacking someone to like lead, then sure, I can do that. But otherwise, yeah, if someone else is very much vying to do it, then I'll sit back and just get my work done. What about you?
I think I most of the time will like assume like I guess the lead role. Not that like I'll be looking for it, but I guess it just kind of happens. Unless it's a really good group and then everyone's like on equal terms, and that's like the best groups.
Yeah.
One of my most recent group for one of my honors classes was such a group, and it was really good. We're going to get drinks when everyone's done with exams.
Oh.
So we got the highest grade in the class.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that type of group, the best. But in regular groups, I normally like assume like the lead role, where like I'll take it upon myself to make sure everyone's doing their thing or like give the group direction. If not directly, more indirectly. I told you like I used to like pre-plan the meetings.
Yeah.
So then like
it would go.
Yeah, it would go in a way that they'd come to a conclusion that I wanted them to come to, but it would seem like they came to it on their own.
Honestly, when you explain that, it sounds a bit neurotic, but
it sounds a bit manipulative.
I get that it's kind of
for
necessary.
group work. Sometimes you need.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely do the same if I cared to.
And that leads me to my first green flag is someone who's comfortable in just saying what they want to do.
Okay.
I think a lot of people like at the beginning they're trying to people please and be like, oh, I don't know, or like
and not have like a strong opinion.
Yeah. Just say what you want to do and then we can talk about it, and like don't shy away. That's my first green flag. Another one is someone who can say that I don't know. I think a lot of people like
that's a really good one.
Either will try to like
hide it, not ask for help.
Yeah, or like if we're talking about something, they'll like try to input and then it wouldn't be like a very meaningful input. Or like when we're writing the paper and they don't know exactly which part connects to which part, they'll try to write it as best they can. If you don't know, just say it, and I would respect you so much more for that.
I think probably a big, I don't know, a big condition for this type of green flag is for the space to be comfortable and safe, So I guess it would be kind of difficult to initiate that, right? Because I mean, say that I don't like your idea and I want to give my honest opinion that I don't like your idea. I can't, there's a way of saying that. I can't just be like, hey, that sucks because I'm not being a fruitful group member. So it's like, okay, what would you do to build this open communication? Yeah, to be like, okay, if you don't know, just say you don't know and it's fine.
I think it's from the beginning, it needs to be like set like that. I think you need to start a little bit playful when you first form the group, so then everyone becomes comfortable. Because if you start immediately with just work, then it's gonna have like that tense feeling the entire time working in that group, and that's when it's not enjoyable, and that's when you only meet and then strictly talk about group stuff. Like my previous group, before we start work, we like talk about how our weeks were going, or like how our weekend went, or what we're planning to do for the rest of the week and stuff like that, just to like get used to each other, like see how each other are like in outside of work setting, to kind of like get more comfortable. Are you the type of person, like, would you take credit for your part of the work, or would you say like, the team?
I mean, depends on the situation. If I need to take credit, like if I was asked point blank, like, did you do this, and I had to be like, yeah. But otherwise, usually I'd probably say like, no, this was a group effort, etc. etc. Yeah.
Okay.
And you?
No, I'm also kind of the same.
Yeah.
Do you mind if someone like hogs the spotlight?
Not necessarily. If it was truly a group project, then so be it. Unless I personally care to be like, okay, no, I did like most of this, and this would help me if I took credit for this because it's going to lead to other
Okay,
things.
but what if it wasn't
etc.
you? So for example, like the design, and someone asked you, are you gonna be like, oh no, it was
A group effort?
Sophia? Or like, let's say this person in your
Yeah.
group. If it was Sophia that did it, would you be like, oh, the group, or would you say it's Sophia?
Oh no, I'd be like, Sophia led the process in that. So if you like,
you wouldn't just say Sophia did it. So formal. I'd be like,
I'm a little. I've heard I can be
Sophia
very
led
like
the process in that. Wow.
Yeah, I heard that my answers can be
Very
very
corporate.
diplomatic. Yeah. Yeah. I gotta say, my green flags in this type of situation, well, the green flags I like to look for are the very practical ones. Like, I like when people show up on time. I like when you say, hey, I'm 5 minutes late. Sorry about that. Hey, I'm gonna be a little bit absent during this semester. Da 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 da. You know, just this sort of great open communication. And
do you know what's
honesty.
an underrated green flag that could
What?
also very easily turn into a red flag?
Yeah.
Like the social butterfly. I think every group needs one. But when you're so over the top with it, it's like, yo, do work, bro. You know?
Is that also like the mascot?
Yeah,
what
like
are they called,
someone
like,
like
the spirit
to
flag?
someone
Yeah.
to like live the spirit of the group,
Yeah.
like get everyone excited to work and stuff like that, and like
Yeah.
organize group bonding if need be. But like it gets to a point where they're just doing too much. That's a green
Yeah.
flag thing that could turn to red.
From these cheerleaders that I've had in these other groups, they generally do not produce the highest quality of work, but their contributions are most meaningful in other ways.
Oh, see, my cheerleader,
Yeah.
he was also
He was
very
good.
good.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm telling you, this was like an all-star team. We're the
Wow. I'm
best. Shout out to them.
jealous.
Okay. You have anything else for professional/work?
Off the top of my head, nope. I mean, they're just like what, like 25% of your life in that moment, or 50.
25.
50, maybe
50.
I don't
Going
know.
higher.
higher.
Okay. Okay. What do you want to do next? Friendships? Relationships?
Yeah, let's do friendships. Actually, it could be fun.
Okay. Thing is, I'm not very picky with my friends. That
Yeah.
sounds kind of bad, but like I think I can be friends with a lot of people, so I don't really care.
Definitely.
Like unless like you have like a glaring red flag,
Yeah.
I don't care about having green flags
No, I
that
agree.
much with friendships.
I agree. I think the dynamic is just different, and you don't look for green flags in friends. You look for like other qualities that draw you to them, right? It's like they're funny, cool.
But isn't
It's
that
funny a green flag?
Yeah.
No, not necessarily.
Funny is a green flag.
Funny is a green flag.
It's something that like
It's a positive trait. I mean, does it have to? I feel like it's just not it's not a flag, right?
but it's an indicator that
Sure. It's
you
an
like
indicator.
them, so
yeah.
it's a green flag.
Okay.
Flag
Okay.
indicates green.
Kid waving an imaginary flag.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure. Funny. I like
That's
funny
your-
people.
Like for friends. Okay.
Do I have many funny friends? I don't think I have many funny friends.
Wow. All Sabrina's friends.
I'm
wouldn't
the
start.
funny one, and
You're the funny one
I
in your
bring them.
friends. Wow.
No, I don't know.
If you had to say that, I don't think you're the funny one.
No, I don't think so either. Okay, for friendships.
Mm,
Oh, when they initiate plans or conversations, not like, every single time, because it has to be a give and take relationship, right? But like one of my closest friends, she messages me once every few months, and it's the most endearing thing. She's overseas. We're in different places. I should elaborate that.
So one of your closest friends only talks to you once every few months.
Yeah, I
Nice.
mean, we see each other once a year, so
I would hate to see your distant friends. They've talked to you only once in your lifetime,
like
and you consider them friends. Okay. Cool.
yeah.
They check in without a reason.
Yeah, and it's really nice because I often forget to do that, and there's no
yeah.
hard feelings when
I'm
I just
the
reply
same.
when she reaches
I'm
out.
the same.
Yeah.
I've only recently started being more like intentional
Mm.
and proactive with like reaching out to friends. The thing is, I'm someone that really values my alone time.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna be the one like when I'm free.
Mm.
Oh, let me call. And I've noticed that because one of my friends that I started talking to a lot more often, he's the type of guy when he has nothing to do, he fills up his time by just calling people. So like I can be on call with
I
him
do
and
that.
we'd add like
Yeah.
10 different people,
Yeah.
not at the same time,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
throughout
yeah.
like the time span of our call to the call, because that's what he finds.
That was peak pandemic
But
for me.
Pandemic, sure.
Yeah.
But like in big 2025,
Yeah.
I can't do. That's
I have
not
things
my
to do.
idea of fun. But I'm trying to get better at that because I think it's good to keep in touch with your friends. It makes you. Oh, sorry. It
Don't
makes you more fun.
Being fun is a good one.
Do you care about matching energy?
Sometimes if there's too much of a, how do you say, like a discrepancy, then it can sometimes get a bit more difficult. But then it's also nice to have friends like, oh, I'm going to go to you when I feel like complaining because you're always going to be in the mood to do that with me and something like that.
I don't think I can make friends with people because when I'm trying to make friends, if you don't match my energy, like in that moment, we're not gonna be friends.
Oh, when you said energy, I took it as like a literal, how energetic are you right now? Not your vibe, aura. Is that what you're talking about more?
That's more what I mean.
Then definitely, come on, that's like chemistry.
Your way also, I guess, makes sense.
Yeah. One that immediately came to my mind is it's nice. It's really nice being friends with unproblematic people, like people who don't attract drama and are just more nonchalant.
You know what I think? I think
What?
the problematic people are better catalysts for like growth than
Ooh.
unproblematic. Because then it's like you're just comfortable, you know?
That is true, but yeah. But I mean, I feel like you should have friends that help you grow, but also just have friends to spend right now with.
Like the same thing with like friends that listen without judgment and friends that will judge. I feel like sometimes you need friends that judge because sometimes you need that judgment. Obviously, there's a way to go about it.
Yeah.
But I think maybe half the time, if not like 6 out of 10 times, I'd want a friend that judges over a friend that doesn't judge. Because it'll like kind of shape more of like the way I act. I won't be so easily able to like do stuff that I know is bad, you know? If I know that, okay, my friend is going to judge me for this.
Oh, I definitely know people who I would intentionally turn to in certain situations because I know that they'll just say the people-pleasing answer of like comforting me. I'd love to be the friend that someone could always think of for the honest opinion, but obviously said in the right way, in the right moment. Do you think that it's that the ones who judge and the ones who don't, I suppose, do you think it's better if they're like the same person, or to have a person that does one for you and have another person that does the other?
Obviously, like ideal would be someone who judges in the right situations and doesn't judge others. But I guess that's why you have like a group, right? You don't have just one friend. I think the best friendships are like in groups, in small groups. Also, not like 5 people. That's too much. Like 3 people in a friend group where you're really solid. Then you can have one that doesn't judge as much and one that's more judgy. And that kind of balances out, right? You have like a devil and an angel on both of your shoulders.
I think in the one trio that we're in, you're definitely the one that's more able to judge.
Oh, okay.
No, in a good way. I mean, I wish it were me. Okay. Other green flags in friendships?
When they have the same background as me, I think it's easier to connect that way.
Okay, your background is so complicated, but what do you mean?
International school. African.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. I don't know. You could be classified as anything. Like you moved around a lot. You grew up with siblings. You played a lot of sports. I don't know.
I think people with siblings make better friends than only children. That is my controversial opinion.
That's your conjure. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with you because my roommate and current closest friend who's sitting next to me on this couch.
I said
Is
in
an only
general. Obviously, there are gonna be anomalies and people that are outliers.
Yeah.
But following the bell curve,
Right.
most single children will fall in the median or
Do you know
the
what?
mean, where
It's not, because I think this turns more to heuristics because you can't be like, oh, that's a green flag that they have siblings. That seems a bit more
but
difficult.
you can say that everything is a heuristic. You can say
Yeah.
because being funny doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna be a good friend.
Yes, I know. Okay, but it's like some of these seem a bit more difficult to embody. Like how you can't just get more siblings.
No,
Sorry, I'm just laughing. This is just
yeah. I'm just saying, like, if you're looking for signs of people that
Yeah.
will be a solid friend, if they have
a good
siblings.
bet to siblings. Yeah.
But it's like it's like
It's
a
a bell
up,
curve.
yeah, because like up to a point, there's like an up to a number of siblings, and then anything more than that, it's like diminishing returns. If you have 11 siblings, it might as well be a single child, you know?
Do you know anyone with 11 siblings?
Probably,
Really?
yeah.
Okay. Let me think. Green flags in friendships. Only the super direct ones are coming to my head. For instance, again with communication, that you can say whatever you want without reservations and without shame, regardless of the response. Even though if the response was like, "Hey, that was super out of pocket. What the heck?" Yeah.
I like someone who doesn't like take it to heart when I don't want to hang out. Because sometimes I just don't. Like if I have to lie
You get
to get out of a hangout,
Yeah.
that's a sign that maybe we're just not that good of friends. Because you should be okay with me not wanting to hang out.
Yeah.
If you're like, let's go to a cafe, and
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
You should be like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we're still good. You're not gonna hate me, or you're not gonna like feel a certain way towards me. I think a lot of people, like, even me, if I ask someone to hang out and they're like, no, obviously you're gonna take it like, damn, you don't hang out with me. But
But then you let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is a good one. You
wanna get to the big bad?
Okay, I'll just one more before we move on. I like friends who have similar interests in of like what we do in the general hangouts. You know, obviously you do things with your friends such as, I don't know, laser tag, for instance. I've never done that, but I imagine, you know, but then most of the times you're likely just going to be at someone's house, right? Or at the park. I like friends who have the general same idea of whether they'll drink at every single one of these hangouts, or if they'll play board games, or if they're just going to sit and chat. I feel like it makes a friendship really easy to be able to just assume that. Okay. The big bad, is that what you said?
I don't know why I said that, but
So, relationships.
you can go first this time.
Green flags. I like someone who's willing to try new things with me.
Okay.
I think it just speaks about being like open-mindedness, right? As a green flag. I think if you're in a relationship, then at least in the beginning, you should be open to trying new things.
See, that's something that I don't particularly care for, whether or not you're open to new things. Because I'm also very periodic with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, you catch me on a good day,
Yeah.
I'd be willing to...
Bungee jump.
Yeah. I mean, I would do that any day. Something like crazy, like jump out of the plane without a parachute.
Oh my god, I was going to say skydiving.
No, okay, without a parachute.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, no. I like someone who I think it's very important the way they apologize.
Ooh, that is a
Because
very
if you apologize like, I'm sorry you feel this way, okay, time out.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of my house. Because why are you apologizing for the way I feel?
Yeah.
So the way you apologize, I think, is that's not even a green flag. It's a flag that can be green or red depending on the way
Right.
they apologize.
Isn't the internet thing like beige flags? Isn't that a new thing?
No, it's not a beige flag. Asking like, what's a beige flag? Something like
no
you don't care
idea.
about. Okay.
Like I think beige flags are like where it's kind of a problem, but not really.
No, it's definitely a problem.
Okay.
Depending on like the way.
Yeah.
I can very easily cut someone off based on the way they apologize in a certain situation. So, apologize correctly, please. Thank you. What else?
I don't know if I have come into situations where, like, as many situations where people haven't apologized correctly. But the one thing that does happen is that when I'm extremely angry, I need space to think it out first, and they have to respect that boundary.
Ooh.
And if they continue trying to apologize, like even if the apology that you're gonna say now, you say to me later, it's gonna work. In that moment, it's not gonna work. And it's like, you need to understand that. And yeah.
Do you know what I hate?
What?
When they don't remember stuff. It's not even like it's turning to red flag. But like, what do you mean you don't remember? You know, like, especially like, okay, the thing is, I can understand it in an argument, and that's when like I'll say, okay, it's good to like give time to like, I guess, construct your argument,
Right.
and have your, what is the 3 Ps, whatever.
What?
Construct your argument the way you want to, and then like we can talk about it when you're ready. Only problem with that, it can feel a little bit like more debatey and less like problem solving.
Right. You're just trying to get your voice out. And
right.
Yeah.
But when we're having an argument and like you can't remember most of the things, how are we supposed to have this argument? You know?
Right.
Anyways, okay, back to green flags.
Yeah, if they can, you know, I think also remembering things is like, it's like paying attention and listening and being present, right? And yeah, all of these are green flags.
I think someone who is comfortable with like a little bit of silence.
Yes. I would extend that to friendships too. To be able to just sit in silence, because others...
Oh yeah, no.
What silence were you thinking?
No, but I was thinking friendships. I just don't have that very often.
Yeah, actually, okay, that depends on how often you see this friend, because if I only see you once a week, then likely no, it's not needed. But yeah, I think mostly in relationships, then you're right.
Okay.
Oh, being able to say you're wrong. Oh. And sometimes probably to like bend the knee, take a knee?
Compromise, bend the knee.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of like an out of the box one.
Okay, I'll do that too. Oh, I mean, this one's credits to my roommate, but I like what you said. A green flag is when someone's opinion is respected and valued within the group of peers that they're in. In the same vein, I think it's also a green flag when someone's recommendations are always taken seriously. Like I've got people where if they recommend me a book, I'm going to read it immediately. And I think that's such a nice trait.
Green flag when your partner is that person to other people?
Yeah.
Okay. See, that's the difference, I feel like, between like guys and girls. I don't care if she's like
dependable.
No, that's not the same thing. You're saying more like their word carries a lot of weight within their friend group. Because I guess like that's a very masculine ability to have, right? If like if your word commands authority, sure. But like for me, looking in a girl, low-key, I think you're a little bit controlling if everyone does what you say.
Yeah. But I mean, painting with a broader brush, it's that you're reliable.
You're upping your game here. Okay, Sabrina, paint with a broader brush.
It's about that like a person is reliable and dependable.
Okay.
And that's nice.
I'm gonna steal that.
Caleb and I have this thing about expanding our vocabulary. Yeah. He's usually better than me at it.
Okay, I didn't come prepared. Clearly, painting with a whoa. Shakespearean level stuff right there. Okay.
I'm so insulted
No,
that
no,
you're
no, no,
so impressed because it means that I've never liked
it
this.
just caught me by surprise. It really just caught me by surprise. I was ready for that. You should have warned me. It's good though. It's good. I like it.
Oh,
Use more
God.
of these.
I'd love to. I just hate how surprised you are. Okay.
Okay, being dependable. Yeah. That makes sense. What is your tolerance for like cancellation?
Oh, you know what? As I've gotten older in just these past 2 years, I realized that things really just happen. And if you need to cancel me last minute, then, and it's, likely, I'm going to try give you the benefit of the doubt and just let it be no big deal. If I get like a little bit upset or hurt either way, then it's like, oh, cool, I was looking forward to seeing you. That's a good sign.
How many
So
times
I'm
in a
fine.
row does the canceling need to happen?
For a new date or like a
Say
couple
like you
week
cancel
old
like to
partner?
postpone.
Oh gosh, okay. If it's more than 3, then I'm gonna be like, dude,
3?
stop. Well, like, no, I mean by like if you cancel twice, by the third time, I'm gonna like if you want to schedule something after the second time, I'd be like, no.
Okay, yeah. First time could be a blip.
Yeah, it's like you
time,
wasted
like,
twice my time already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you?
No, the same. But then, I mean, I know you're lying because your advice was to ask a third time.
I've changed now. Again, benefit of the doubt. I feel like that's...
No, I think some things...
Yes, sometimes I'm flat out wrong, but I have little regret if the underlying driver was that I was giving the person the benefit of the doubt. Because I think that's always nice.
You know, another green flag? When things are, like, understood. I guess some people, like to hear, like, just, like, verbatim, what, like, the other person is thinking or, like, what the situation is. I think, for me, it's a green flag when it can, like, be understood without, like, having to say a lot of words, you know?
Well, that requires a certain level of like chemistry and
you ideally do want chemistry in a relationship, but I think some people, even with having chemistry, will want to have like a conversation strictly for like these things that I personally would find it better if it was just left unsaid and understood by both parties. Like when you're on the same page without having to like say, okay, let's go to page 2, you know? Type of thing.
Yes. Okay.
Do you have any practical ones for this?
Oh.
Like if they bike, do you care?
Of course. I've got so many of these. I've always had a list of requirements since I was like 5.
Requirements.
Well, obviously they're not do or die, but the one from when I was 5 or the one now?
Let's go through the ages.
Okay. Well, the one I made when I was really young.
Wait, you're a 5 looking for requirements for a boyfriend?
No, for a husband.
If you can say your alphabet forwards and backwards.
No, obviously I'm not that intelligent. It was more things like, I want someone taller than me. I want someone who doesn't wear glasses. I want someone Asian. I want someone to be...
Don't you wear glasses?
Now I do. And then it was like, I want someone who's well-rounded because they need to at least play instruments and play a sport and they have to eat healthy. Okay. Yeah.
Did any of that change?
A lot.
Okay. Which one?
Also, I kind of had a guy in mind.
The same. Oh.
For this.
A celebrity or like a song?
No. I've never had a crush on a celebrity. Yeah.
That's also a green flag when they don't have a celebrity crush.
Also, okay, personally, I think passions are a green flag, to also just to be driven in general. But an obsession can be the other way. Like if you're too into soccer, that's...
What do you consider too into soccer?
Like maybe if you're emotionally invested in every single player and you track...
If they sports bet, is that...
Oh, sports betting. Can people casually sports bet? Or is it always...
There's no such thing as casual.
Okay, then probably no. Probably a green flag is to be able to control your gambling. Like if you're able to be like, once I hit this amount, I'm just gonna stop no matter what.
That's a myth.
I
Once
I
I
know
hit this
someone that
amount,
does that. Well,
once
no,
I,
that is like once I spend this much, I stop. Or they say like once 30 minutes is up, I leave.
for the
And something like
casino.
this. Yeah.
Okay, but
Something
then
like
they go
that.
back.
In a very controlled. I don't. You know what?
I don't think you can
This is a
control an
story my
addiction.
mother told me of someone when I was younger.
A controlled addiction that doesn't exist.
Okay.
You either have it or you don't.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. So no addictions. That's fair enough.
That was not on my 5-year-old. Okay. Oh, this. Yeah, that wasn't on the 5-year-old list.
I'm saying what was
That was
on what
now.
hasn't changed from the 5-year-old list to like the
What
list
hasn't
now.
changed? Well, to be, they've just developed a bit more now into like,
Uh,
yeah, you need to be well rounded. Back then it was play a sport, play an instrument, stay healthy.
mm,
Now it's, yeah, to be well rounded, well versed.
in what way now? Still
Same thing.
play a
It's just a
sport,
balance in your life. Like
play an instrument.
have a creative out.
Damn.
No, have a creative outlet. Have some sort of like fitness incorporated in your life. Be mindful of what you're eating. Yeah, that kind of thing. What else hasn't changed? That it's probably gonna be a guy.
Okay. Fair enough.
Um,
What's something new that you added? What's something like you realized was important that you didn't think was important like a couple years ago?
this thing about having to be driven, having to want to achieve goals, and always having a goal. Yeah.
Same, but like more like the actual goal than like just having one. Also, I think I can't settle. Not settle. Like I can't. I don't think I can be with someone that's like too present thinking, or like someone whose goal is to be like for tomorrow. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
yeah.
thinking like big picture enough.
Yeah.
Basically, is what I'm trying to say.
No, I agree.
Like if
Quite
you
have a
have no
balance.
idea, like it's okay if you don't know what you're gonna do after college, obviously. But like if I don't know why this is so hard to put into words. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Where it's like your throw is just very short. It's like, oh, I'm just aiming for good grades at the end of graduation. It's like,
No, okay, but that's fine.
but like no, but then having no plans into like what job you want to do. Like, do you think you're gonna go here, or something, and it's just that, and then they're gonna figure it out again? Then I don't know. That's at least my sort of interpretation of it.
Not quite, but let's go with that.
I
can't
also
think.
can
I
see why
can't think
you're
of.
saying it's hard to put into words.
I think I can't think of a better way to say what I'm trying to say. Those who get it will get it.
Sure.
Yeah.
One more to end off.
Sure. Let's make it good.
Would it be a green flag if your parents liked them?
Sure, but I don't really care that
Yeah,
much.
me neither.
Like not that much.
I think that's a green flag.
I think I'd be more upset at my parents if they didn't like her than at my partner for not being likable to my parents. Like unless like it has to be a case by case basis, but there has to be like a pretty good reason our parents not like can't be just because like she has tats or like she's older than me. I don't know.
Okay. Matching love languages. This has come up a lot in my recent days.
In terms of what like what you give and what
compatible love languages. Okay. Yes.
I mean that's just like
nice.
That's just a sign for a good relationship, right? If what you like to do is what they like to get.
That's a good point. I mean, if someone has green flags, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a good relationship. It's just green flags. Yeah, I never thought about separating the two.
I recently learned about attachment styles. You know what that is?
Yeah. Well, okay, I don't know about all of them, but I recently learned about avoidment attachment styles.
There are 3 bad ones and 1 good one.
What are they?
It's like avoidant, anxious, and then there's a mix of avoidant and anxious, and then secure.
Okay. I do not think I'm secure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How come?
How come? It's because I think of like past experiences, and also I don't think I'm that mature yet to have that. I know that I can sometimes get a little bit overly excited and overly obsessive in trying to like worst case scenario planning or just scenario planning, because it's a bit of a defense mechanism, and I think that's either anxious or avoidance, probably a mix. Yeah. What about you?
I think I'm secure,
I think you're secure too.
but yeah, I don't know. I literally like this morning I was on a call with a friend, and they were telling me about it. I was like, oh,
Yeah. What were they saying?
interesting. No, because they were reflecting on their past relationships.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they were like telling me because they, I guess, started therapy, and they were telling
This
me,
is a big topic in therapy.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've never been to therapy, so I didn't know until they told me about it, and I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting to know.
That's so coincidental, because last night at Mezrab, the first performer also came on and spoke about avoidant attachment styles, because he had that and got it. He found out he had it through therapy, and it's also something that's like fresh in my mind because of that. Okay, that's an ending.
That is one.